on day 3. Today, just, I don't know, it went a little bit crazy actually. We started off really slow, thought all we were going to do was a walking tour. So we got it in our head, we were just going to have a slower day. I went to the pool and then all of a sudden we just had a busy day, probably our busiest day so far.
Yeah, if you watched the day before, we probably said at the end of that, all we were doing today was going for a walking tour. And it didn't turn out like that. So you obviously went to the pool, I went for a run, we got changed, we just kind of laid around in bed. And then we were getting peckish, so we thought, you know what, let's go downstairs because there's a big mall. And then we were like, what's through the other side? So we went through the mall, across the street, and we saw a Foot Locker. And the reason we went to Foot Locker is because Holly's all she's packed for me of black trainers. So I got 3 pairs of black trainers, no white trainers. So to actually have a different variety of colour, we bought some white trainers. And they were okay actually. They were nice.
Yeah.
We got the shoes. I knew I'd saw a Louis Vuitton shop somewhere around here, and you obviously wanted to try and see if you could get a purse from there.
Yeah.
So quick look on the maps, and it was literally
across the road.
Yeah, what, 5-minute walk if that? Yeah.
Yeah, so we walked over, had a look inside. They could do the hot stamping in store for me, so we got a price, worked out how much we'd get back on tax, worked it all out, the price was good, they could obviously do the hot stamping, so we purchased it in store.
The person said there's food downstairs while you had to wait, so we went downstairs, and wow, yeah, it was like a proper outdoor street food market style place. We'll obviously show you some clips now, but yeah, we walked around quite a few, and as the saying goes, go to a place
where the locals go.
Yeah, where the locals go. So we found one
that was busy.
It was busy.
Although you just walk down and, like, sorry to any vegetarians, but there's just the chicken that you're going to eat is hanging in all these windows, and to see the chicken hanging like that, to then know that you're eating it like it is. I mean, I'm fussy anyway when it comes to meat, especially when we're abroad, so that put me off instantly, and then
You didn't really eat your food.
I couldn't eat my chicken.
I just ate all mine.
Dave, you didn't have chicken though, I think you had like pork and lamb or something.
Oh yeah, because it was pork and lamb and rice.
Yeah, and it was like garlic rice. The rice was lovely and the sauce was nice, so I ate that, but yeah, the chicken was cold anyway, which I always find weird, and yeah, just after seeing it hanging, it was difficult to eat that.
And then just beyond, or just next to the food court, there was a big
Chinese. It was like a Chinese market. Obviously, it's Chinese New Year at the end of the month, so quite a lot of Singapore is celebrating that. So there was this giant Chinese market. They had all sorts of cool things. I bought some salted caramel cashew nuts to take back home. Not sure if we're able to take them home, but we'll find out at the airport.
What would you call this place? Like a John Lewis type of shop?
It was like a giant shopping centre with like a John Lewis inside, yeah, because there was like a massive food court downstairs, Chinese market, and then loads of homeware. It was...
Yeah, because it had like all the expensive shops, and then it had like like a proper type of John Lewis where you literally have loads of other shops and stuff in there. So yeah, we went shopping. That wasn't planned. And then we got back here. You were more or less getting a shower straight away when big thunderstorms were going on outside. I got a real cool clip of the clouds on the camera, which we'll show now. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I was in the shower and Dave was like, Holly, come and look at this. So I was like dripping water all over the floor to come and have a look at the storm. But it was worth it because it was like nothing we've ever seen.
Yeah. It was like Florida, but I think it just felt like closer, or maybe we were higher so we could see it a lot better. It rained quite a lot, and that's where the walking tour guide said bring ponchos and stuff. Yeah. But by the time we got down there for the walking tour, it more or less stopped. Yeah.
It just meant that the walking tour was a little bit cooler because the air had cleared, which was quite good.
And the walking tour was nice. We went into the Fullerton, is that what it's called?
The Fullerton Hotel. That was lovely. They had like such an incredible smell in the lobby, which was I tried to research what it was last night, but couldn't find it. But yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, it's like one of those places where you go in and they have a distinct smell. It's like they've created fragrance for that hotel, and then it gets all pumped through the ventilation, I'm guessing. So so when you leave and you go back, you instantly recognise that smell. So that was definitely a good thing. The rest of the walking tour was more or less what we did on the boat tour. Yeah,
as we were doing it, it was exactly what we'd done on the boat. Well, we did the boat tour, but then we did a little walk ourselves because we wanted to go back and see some of the areas, not really realising that that's what we were going to do the next day.
Yeah. But so if you want to see more of the boat tour, check the previous video before this where we go into that. But then this walking tour took us down to Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah, and then straight through there. There was like a water show there. There was like some like groups of like young people doing some dancing and stuff, which was cool. There was a lot going on at the marina.
Yeah. So did they had 2 water shows, didn't they?
Yeah, one at 7:45 and one at 8:45 or something.
And then she was telling us that it was the first Apple store built above water.
Yeah.
But Marina Bay Sands, as well as iconic as it is for the hotel, there's a massive shopping centre there. She was saying the casino as well, that for any tourist going in there it's completely free, but if you're local, $150 to stop locals from going in and spending their money in the casino. But no, and they had a gondola in the middle of the shopping centre as well, so there was loads going in there. Then from there we walked to, I can't remember the name.
Gardens of the Bay.
That was called, to see the big trees. Again, some clips here now.
A little bit underwhelming. I don't know what I expected, but the pictures that I'd seen were better. I think we should have gone up the top and did the walk, but then again we can do that next time. Yeah,
there's loads of, like, we never went up the Marina Bay Sands hotel, like go to the top, and everyone said go to it. I think you definitely need more than three full days here like we've had. But no, when the trees were lighting up and the music, the first part, not the Northern Light one. I thought the music was quite cool. It was kind of like a way to end the holiday, if that makes sense. The music was nice and relaxed, the lights were quite cool.
You sat all around the trees on these big bits of like concrete, but you actually had to lie backwards, so you were getting like a view from above, which was quite cool.
On the way down, we spoke to a nice local lady in the taxi when we were getting the taxi down to the walking tour, and she recommended a place to go to eat. Lao Pao.
It was like Lao Pat Sa.
Something like that.
It was a little building / area with loads of markets inside again, which was cool.
Yeah, so we got the train there. Train. I've not been billed anymore, so I think it cost me 6 pence.
6 pence, yeah.
6 pence to catch the train. So all the handrails on the train were really low.
We smashed both our heads.
You didn't even clock it. The train was super clean. What is crazy is that train station was completely empty, and now where we are, don't know if you can see, but it is also dead here as well. And then it was literally a 2-minute walk to the food courts, and it was called Satay Street.
Yeah, Satay Street. It's apparently like the most famous satay in Singapore, and I love satay. So yeah, we
walked around inside, and then we had to go to Satay Street, which was just on the outside of it, and there was loads of them. We're not a big fan of prawns, so we had was it beef and double chicken we had. It was beef, chicken and prawn, but we obviously don't like prawn, so we got beef and double chicken. You thought the beef was too chewy?
Yeah, it was like beef / mutton, so it was very chewy. I didn't like that. I actually had to spit that out. And then the chicken, most like 80% of the chicken was nice, but again, it just tasted very like char grilled. All I could taste was the burnt bits from the barbecue, and then one little rubbery bit of chicken, and that's me done. So
So I probably ended up eating like
most of it. Yeah.
20 skewers.
And there was a lot. Like we'll put a picture in here. Like there was a lot of skewers.
What was it, like 10, 10 and 10? So we must have had 10 beef and 20 chicken.
Yeah, that was what it was.
And then we got 2 cans of Coke. They were really cheap.
Yeah, they were like $2 Singapore each, which is probably like £1.30. And we just found a receipt earlier from 2 Coke Zeros we bought somewhere else, and they were $13 Singapore for 2.
Yeah.
So like a vast difference.
Yeah, I think from there then we came back to the hotel and we literally fell asleep more or less straight away then.
Did a bit of packing in between because obviously we leave today, so we wanted to make sure the suitcases were ready.
We've packed up. We're going to make our way to the airport. We're going to try and get there 2 or 3 hours early.
Yeah, we want to make the most of the airport. Our flight's not till 10 to 2.
Yeah, I didn't realise either. It was like 4 hours to fly to the Philippines, which is going to be unique. We're going to meet Erwin then at the airport, and he's booked us into an Airbnb where we're going to be staying for the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, although we didn't have much planned for this vlog, it turned out to be quite an extensive day. The next one, we should be in the Airbnb in the Philippines, is what we hope to show you.
Yeah.
But you'll find out next time in the next vlog. But yeah, appreciate you all watching as usual. Let us know your thoughts on Singapore if you've been before, and any questions that you might have on Singapore, and if we can answer them, we'll obviously answer them in the comments. But yeah, appreciate you all, and we'll see you all in the next video.
Cheers.